Shruckus X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1. What's up guys, Shruckus X TV talking to you right now. Welcome to the newest series onto the channel, Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy. Welcome to the very first episode, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized this came out today. To be honest, right now, when I woke up this morning, I was just like, wasn't there a new Layton game that was supposed to come out? And then I looked up, and it was today. So I downloaded the game. This game came out worldwide. It already came out in Japan, I believe, I think. But this game is supposed to be coming out for the 3DS in October. But apparently, the mobile version came out in this game. And to be honest, right now, it was hard for me to get this game onto the computer, just trying to find ways to mirror it and get some audio issues. Just when I found one thing, for another, one issue it happens to another. So we're gonna use freaking AZ, what is it called? Let me see. AZ screen recorder, just to use it, because why not? I mean, I could just wait for a couple more months until it comes, but hey, this game appeared, already wasted 15 bucks on it. I can go for a refund, but let's press the new game, shall we? And I'll do the editing later on, because really, I think I don't want to do this on a daily basis. Oh, what the heck? I'm only gonna go through up to there. Just go here. So we're just gonna do it. It's gonna be hard for me because I'm recording on my phone but not on the screen, so it's gonna be hard for me to sync everything together. But let's do this. The story and characters in this game are entirely fictional, blah blah. As usual, default settings are for video playback and landscape orientation. Touch the screen during the animated scene to display the playback menu icon. Touch the toggle portrait, landscape mode, or skip a scene. Oh, what the heck? I just know. Okay, so first, before we begin right now, if you're happy with today's episode, make sure to like, subscribe, page to the channel. This is the first time touching a Professor Layton's game, but I basically know how the story runs. It's basically a puzzle-based game. And the series started off with the Professor Layton himself, but this we're dealing with his daughter. So yeah, let's just go on with it anyways. Prologue, Lady and a Tramp. God damn. Not sure about the audio quality though. That's the thing. But it's gonna be kind of weird just to see going back and forth from vertical to horizontal. And so it begins! Okay. Puzzle. Care for a cake. Number 1. The puzzle is worth 20 picarets. Total score. So I have to get 20. The letter K has fallen down from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. You can move the triangles around by sliding them. And you can rotate them by touching them. When the K is formed, the success message will display automatically. Place the triangles carefully. When you attempt a puzzle, be sure to read explanations carefully. Touch the up arrow to the right of the puzzle summary text to display the explanation in full again. On the top of the half screen, when you want to close the explanation window, simply close full explanation. If you touch the down arrow on the other side of the puzzle summary text, the explanation will shown on the bottom half of the screen instead. In that case, you can close it by touching anywhere on the explanation window. So, we have to make a K inside the frame. I mean, we have hints. We can do something about it. But this is what I think what can make a K right here, right now. May not be right, may not be perfect. What about what else? This is the oh, okay, I get it. So we're supposed to use this. Huh. Don't judge me, because I'm trying to figure it out myself. This is a puzzle game after all, and I'm hardly using my brain. So this, we have to make a K shape, right? To be honest, this is my first mobile gameplay in this channel, and this is really a weird way for me to do this. How to make a K is my question. What could be like the most easiest task? I'm just failing it because I'm not using my brain. Because to my ability. So if we're to make a K right now, it has to look something like that. That's a K. Oh, okay, I got it. Just looking at it, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, where's the other piece? So let's see. Something has to look like that. The other one goes right there, and this one right there. Got it. I don't think it would matter which piece goes up, though. So this one, it even shows it too. I'm not good at this. Why did I pick up this game? I'll never understand. Okay, so eraser. Yes. So what kind of K you want? Let's try to trace that thing back. Maybe an ugly representation of it, but we're doing something. So like that. Make a K inside the frame. Can I get this piece? Thank you. This. Oh. I have an idea, but it's not working. We got that part. Like this? No, it's... The letter K has fallen down from the shop to the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. You can move the triangles around by sliding them, and you can rotate by touching them. When the K is formed, the success message will be displayed. Okay. So it has to... Sorry. In order to... Okay, got it. Doesn't matter where, as long as we display it, right? Well, I had an idea right here. It was like this. Like I said, what could be the most simplest thing? I'm just not thinking it outside the box. That looks like a K when you think about it. Let's try again. So it doesn't matter which way. Okay, I get it now. There you go. Oh my god, I'm just not thinking right. Come on now. But hey, we got it perfect, I think. I wasn't even thinking right. Okay, I'm gonna be raging on puzzle games from this entire series, followed by the way I'm recording. But basically, because I have to do 2 things at once, one is the gameplay screen, the other is the audio, so I have to make so many edits back to back, followed by I have to transfer it to my phone, so yeah, I don't see it as an everyday series because I have to do so many things. But anyways, you did it! The sign is fixed and the shop is open again. Care for a cake, anyone? How am I having so hard? I'm not using my brain. But carrots are both a comedy you earn by completing puzzles, and a measure of puzzle difficulty. The higher a puzzle's picaret value is, the harder the puzzle will be. Each time you get a puzzle wrong, the available picarets diminish. So think carefully before you answer. The special end of a game save includes some bonuses, among which you will find a top secret file. The more picarets you amass while playing the game, the more earth-shattering the revelations you will find inside. Puzzle 001, care for cake. Yeah, I bet that was the most easiest freaking puzzle there is in this game, and I just failed at it without even thinking. Aren't those 3 flashbacks or something relating to the previous Layton games?
It's very rare to find someone who can. That dog, it just spoke.
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, it's my assistant. I told him I don't need help, but he won't listen.
Nobody talking. What's all this about? Miss Layton?
This talking dog wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from. So, we've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously precedes you.
Sir, I don't believe you told me your name.
Ernest. Ernest Reeves, miss.
That's just what he's like.
I see. Have I said something wrong? I can't even remember my own name.
Well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something falling down, and then lightning flashing across the sky.
That's it.
That's quite much to go. Who are you?
It certainly isn't. I know of the case at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will? Well, that's great.
Oh, but I must insist on my fee, even for a man's best friend.
I'm not poor.
Well, here's the paperwork then. Now, you'll need a name. How about Cheryl?
Cheryl.
You said you can't remember your name. So, I thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous Sherlock Holmes. It really suits you.
Oh, that's splendid, sir. Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean. Like I said, who asked you anyway?
Look. Here. Cheryl O.C. Combs. Cheryl is a great name.
For a girl.
Don't yell, Cheryl.
Stop calling me that. Shirley, there's no need to get angry. Right. Are you in?
Ah. Inspector Hastings.
Save your progress so far? Yes, I think we're gonna keep on going for a couple more minutes. Basically, I want to go under 30, but maybe 25. Oh, what's this? Oh, so much for cutscenes now. Inspector Hastings, whatever is the matter? You look positively beside yourself. Yeah, I'm not gonna do her voice. You won't believe what happened. Who is this loudmouth, long-nosed nerk? He's got more color than me. This is Inspector Hastings, Cheryl, from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety. What's that mud doing air? I can't even do a freaking British accent. Don't tell me you've gone and bought yourself a pet, cat. A pet? A pet? Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that. Maybe I should. Maybe just for the male voices. It looks as though Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Cheryl. Of course he can't. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Most people just hear wolves and barks. And yet, in a straw poll of those present here, 2 out of 3 are in the club. Very exclusive. I can't help it if the super snitch here isn't one of the enlightened ones. What are you muttering about, cat? I can't do the voice. Sorry, Inspector. To answer your question, no, Cheryl here isn't a pet. Rather, he's my very first client. The first to have signed on the dotted line enlist my services. Well, strictly speaking, miss, he can't sign anything, of course. He's digitally impaired. An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that then. The first to have put his paw print on my paperwork. Is this some kind of wind-up? Well, anyway, we've I can't even say that. That freaking okay. Got time to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, cat, and I need you on it right now. How intriguing. Why the urgency, and why do you need me in particular, Inspector? Because we all know you're the best. You've proved that when you've helped me out in the past. With your little gray cells on that case, we'll oh my god. It's solved in no time, I think. I hope. Well, probably. I can't do the freaking accent. His confidence in you is inspiring, followed by the grammar. Don't you worry, Inspector. There's not a case in the world that Miss Layton couldn't crack. any mystery solved, and that's the Layton Detective Agency motto, you know. Let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is, cause we need all the help we can get on this one. Yeah, I wish I could have got more translation here. Perhaps it's time you told us what has actually happened, Inspector. Well, it's hard to believe, to be honest. I mean, you never expect something like that to get nicked. Something's been stolen? A burglary case, is it? Of sorts, yeah, but not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. The affects everyone on London and in the whole of Britain. Gosh, really? Whatever could be so important? I think you better just come to the scene, then I'll explain everything. That sounds like a very good idea. Lead the way. Hello, isn't there a little matter we're forgetting here? What about figuring out my true identity? That'll come later on in the game. Oh yes, well the trouble is, this new case sounds a lot more interesting. Interesting? You decide which cases to be investigated based on how interesting they are, do you? Exactly, I'm glad you understand. Well, pardon me for only being a talking dog. I really must try hard to be more interesting. Oh now, Shirley, don't be like that. Your case is important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of inquiries at present, and you've had one new inquiry. One! Never mind, clearly the inspector here has his knickers in a twist about something. Let him jump to the queue if he has to. Good, that's a settled. Settled. Good, that's that. Settled then. Good, that's settled then. Grammar. Now let's get to the scene and start investigating. Where are we going, Inspector? Just down the road, as it happens, to Big Ben. Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume? Not Burley Benjamin, who lives a few doors down, surely. Hey, cutscene. Case 1. The Hand That Feeds. Maybe I should end the episode right there because it's the prologue episode. And come back to this one later. Good gracious, the hour hand is missing. Yep, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning. So that's what this is all about. One of the hands for the clock tower has been stolen. Unbelievable, isn't it? We've got to catch the hooligan who did it and get the hand back. What's with the H? Freaking, I don't understand. But there are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower, aren't there? Even this 1 hour hand is missing. Other 3 faces will still show the correct time, surely. That's right, I mean, certainly it may be a little inconvenient perhaps, but to describe this as affecting all of Britain? Isn't that rather an exaggeration? Yeah, my better half said the same thing, but it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. The problem is we're due to a visit tomorrow from Ambassador... I don't know how to say that! Fafa? I don't know how you say that name. Oh yes. I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does it have to do with the Elizabeth Tower? The ambassador is going to be received at the venue inside of the houses of I can't say what he's pronouncing. Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. And in the symbol of the timeless friendship and the cooperation between our two lands, they plan on giving him a present. A pendant modeled of the hands of Big Ben. Yeah, I'm gonna say the H part no matter what. Oh dear. Yeah, so you can only imagine that the conversation is gonna turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point. And it's gonna look too clever if the very ends, if the pendant is modeled and have been half-inched by some low-life scoundrel the Met can't catch. Obviously it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a bloomin' disgrace, what it is. I see, so that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit and recovering the missing hand before tomorrow's engagement. Exactly, we really need your help on this one, Kat. Of course, I'll do everything I can. Our national pride is at stake here. As you say. Well, that's a relief. I was worried you turned me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigation at the same time. It's all hands on deck. I've got our officers. I got a call from who? At a time like this, when I'm recording. Can we jump cut it through it to the point where I'm not receiving this call? I don't know this number. I don't know this number. I can look it up to see who the heck is calling me, but I don't know anyone with that number. Okay, so I've got officers scouring the area around the tower, so you can ask them if they got any leads. Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this. Oh no, wait a minute. What now? Well, as this is our first case since the establishment of Layton Detective Agency, I better show you the ropes. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigations. Oh yes, please do, Miss Layton. Firstly, touch the magnifying glass investigate icon in the corner of the lower half of the screen to switch into investigation mode. In the investigation mode, the cursor on the upper half of the screen changes to be a magnifying glass. Slide on the screen as if you are drawing a line to move the magnifying glass around. Sometimes when you move the magnifying glass over a particular point, it will turn orange. When you identify a point of interest like that, tap briefly on the lower half of the screen to find out what's there. It's not like the touch and slide motion you use to move the magnifying glass around, it's a short peck. You can also investigate anything that catches your eye on upper screen simply by touching it. So slide in the lower half of the screen to move the magnifying glass around, then tap to investigate. Alright, I think I've got the hang of that. Got the hang of licking her boots. Yep, ahem, sorry, I mean, you're a fast learner, Pinstripes. So let's get straight down to business and start investigating. Let's start with the top of the lamppost, shall we? How do I save the game? Well, there's no other choice but to go forward. Well, let's go. You found a hint coin. Golly, a little coin dropped down, look. Yes, that's a hint coin. They can buy you hints when you're solving puzzles. Of course, the real money, once you spend them, they're gone, so only use them when you really need to. Wait, isn't it autosave? You'll find them hidden in all sorts of places, so leave them no stone unturned. I see, so hint coins are shy little creatures, are they? Come on, cat, what are you dawdling there for? The case. Woman, the case. Now, Inspector, less haste, more speed. Investigations need to be carried out carefully, and above all, you must record everything at each step. Teaching grandma to suck eggs, aren't you? Let's just get over to the most important items in my bag. Oh. Touch the bag icon in the corner of the lower half of the screen to open up the bag menu. Katrielle contains all my notes about the investigation so far, very useful to recapping. Yes, there it is. To archive the case history, choose save from the menu that will record the story so far. This is the puzzle index. Any puzzle we encounter are recorded in here so you can tackle one you've already completed again if the mood takes you. You can also delve into my wardrobe from time to time so I can pop into different outfits. That I'll like. Blimey, you got enough in that bag of yours, cat? Ever heard of tidying? It's this crazy idea where you actually get rid of the stuff you don't need. Oh no, it's perfectly fine as it is. The trick with any handbag is know where to find everything and what to use when. Good, that's covered the fundamentals of the investigative process. Now it's time to put the theory in practice and investigate the clock tower. The clocks are awfully high off the ground, aren't they? Then you must zoom in, Ernest. Zoom in, miss? How do you do that? Sometimes you may notice the magnifying glass color changing to blue instead of orange while you're investigating. That indicates a place where you can zoom in and take a closer look. All you have to do is tap the lower half of the screen. Very natty. Well, it's extremely important to be thorough when you're investigating, you see. So why don't you zoom in now and take a closer look at the clock face? Can I click the briefcase and save the game? And with that, we'll end today's episode right here, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe. SideSync and I'm signing out. 29 minutes. Dang.